Hi, my name is Alan Noble and welcome to the REDOX Breakthrough. Now in this presentation, I'm going to unwrap the health science breakthrough that we call ASEA REDOX. What's inside this beautiful blue bottle that is literally transforming people's lives around the world. And then you're going to get to hear from health and medical professionals as they share their perspective on this incredible breakthrough. And finally, I'll introduce you to the ASEA Athletic Advantage, as well as what happens when you topically apply this technology to your skin. But for now, a great place to get started is to get clear on what ASEA REDOX is not. It's not a vitamin, a mineral, an antioxidant supplement. It's not an exotic juice, essential oil, or CBD oil. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I'm just saying they're not ASEA REDOX. This technology goes beyond nutrition. It goes beyond ingredients. And yet it has the power to impact your health at a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. For many people, ASEA REDOX is the missing link to better health and vitality. Now, this technology represents a new category in health and wellness. For 2 decades, science had declared that what's inside this blue bottle was impossible. It could not be done. And yet today, health and medical experts around the world are calling ASEA REDOX one of the single greatest health science breakthroughs that we will see in our lifetime. Now, to understand this technology, you've got to realize that your body is the most complex communication network on Earth. Every second of every day, your cells are signaling and communicating critical messages for health, healing, and repair. If there's any breakdown in this signaling, you cannot achieve your full health potential. You see, this signaling impacts every system, every organ, every function of your body. You could say that if your cells can't signal, then little else matters. Now, you've probably heard it said that we live and die at the cellular level. If you want a healthy heart, have healthy heart cells. Healthy lung cells. Well, as science looks deeper inside your 75 trillion cells, they've discovered a very special set of molecules called redox signaling molecules. These are the molecules that are absolutely foundational for healthy cell signaling throughout your body. However, there's a challenge. With age, diet, stress, toxins, we begin to make less of these critical molecules. It's about a 10% decline every decade. So by age 50, you've got about half the signaling that you had when you were younger. And as a result, things just don't work like they used to. You begin to see and you begin to feel the effects of aging. So a quick example, imagine your home's on fire. And you call the fire department. And they're there with the big red truck, the firefighters, the fire hose. They've got everything they need to put out the fire. But what if you have a bad cell signal and they don't get the message? They don't know what the problem is, where the problem is, how serious the problem is, and your home goes up in smoke. It's the same in your body. Every day, your body is dealing with millions of these little cellular fires. So let me ask you a very powerful question. What if you could amplify and clarify this critical cell signal and empower your body to work like it's supposed to? That would be a game changer. So introducing ASEA REDOX, the world's first and only cell signaling supplement, backed by 7 patents and over 1,000 trade secrets. So we have no competition, no copycats. There's no other supplement like it in the world. Now, I don't want to get lost in the science in this presentation, but I do need to address something that will often trip people up when they look at this technology for the very first time. You see, you're going to pick up a bottle of ASEA, spin it round, look at the ingredient label and ask yourself, well, what are the magical ingredients here that are absolutely transforming people's lives? Is it a fruit or a berry from some far off exotic land? And if you think like that, you're going to be a little disappointed because this technology is actually made from 2 of the most humble ingredients on the planet. The exact same ingredients that you're making these molecules out of right now. And that is salt and water. And so we start with very pure salt and water, taking it through our heavily patented process, turning that salt water into trillions of these high energy redox signaling molecules. that are ready to donate their energy to your cells, like a battery pack for your cells, lighting them up, helping your cells signal and communicate the critical messages for health and vitality. And of course, we put these molecules into our beautiful blue bottle and we call it ASEA REDOX. Now, this all may sound very simple, but it's a very complex process. In fact, it took another 5 years of research and development to go from the drink to the topical gel that we call Renew 28. Now, there's a really good chance that you've never heard of redox signaling molecules or redox biochemistry, but I can assure you in the academic world, this has become a rapidly growing area of science. There's an ever-increasing number of books now being written on this subject. Here's my friend, Dr. Lee Osler. He wrote a great book called Redox Matters, connecting the dots between redox biology and health. Now, in that book, he states, the discovery of redox signaling molecules is one of the most important medical breakthroughs of our lifetime. They are the deepest cell signaling molecules ever discovered. Dr. Narain Naidu, two-time Nobel-nominated scientist, wrote a beautiful book called Redox Life, where he explains the incredible importance of these molecules when it comes to our health. And it should be no surprise then that universities are now getting multi-million-dollar grants to set up redox centers. This area of science has been awarded 6 Nobel Prizes since 1998, and there are now international redox conferences being held studying redox biology. But let's go even further. PubMed is a free government site that allows you to search biomedical and life science literature. Type in redox signaling and you will see over 40,000 results. The Society for Free Radical Biology and Medicine, well, they've changed their name to embrace this area of science. They're now called the Society for Redox Biology and Medicine. And the Society for Antioxidants, Nutrition and Health, they're also moving away from that old paradigm. And they've changed their name to the Redox Medicine Society. And so there's a massive shift going on in the scientific world, embracing the importance of these redox signaling molecules. Now, I've been associated with this technology for almost 15 years, and I can remember back in the early days, we could barely find a university that understood this technology, let alone knew how to study it. Today, we have scientific institutions around the world reaching out to us, wanting to partner with us to study this health science breakthrough, because they realize this is a technology that is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. Now, we knew that this technology could signal at the cellular level, but we wanted to know, could it signal at the profound depths of the genetic level? And the answer is a definitive yes. In an 8-week study with Tarot Labs, one of the top genetic testing labs in the country, they demonstrated that ASEA REDOX increased the activation of 5 very important gene signaling pathways by up to 31%. Now, these 5 pathways correlate with 5 very important areas of our health: our immune system, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, digestive health, and even hormone balance. Then they went one step further. Just one of these gene signaling pathways, called EGR1, opens up another 15 pathways, one of which is the NRF2 pathway. Now, NRF2 is getting a lot of attention these days in the scientific community. It's the master switch that signals the production of your body's own protective enzymes, including the most powerful antioxidant known to man, often called the master antioxidant, glutathione. Now, 2 separate university studies showed that ASEA REDOX could increase NRF2 activation by up to 60%, resulting in a 40% increase in glutathione production compared to the control group. Now, when a glutathione blocker was added to mimic a compromised cell, we saw this number go even higher to a 55% increase in glutathione production compared to the control group. Now, these numbers are so significant that both universities that were only supposed to run these tests 3 times, independent of each other, they ended up running the tests a total of 9 times to be absolutely sure of their results. And so, although ASEA REDOX is not your traditional antioxidant supplement, Its impact on antioxidant health is absolutely astonishing. And this is what's so exciting about the ASEA Redox technology. It's much more than just an NRF2 activator or antioxidant supplement. That's just one key on the ASEA piano. Remember, these molecules impact every system, every organ, every function of our body. So look, at this point, let's hear what health and medical professionals are saying about the ASEA Redox technology.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. And you can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
So hopefully you're beginning to see why this technology is being hailed as one of the most significant health science breakthroughs of our lifetime. It's empowering people to feel better than ever before. For many, it is the missing link to better health and vitality. But it's not just health. Athletes began to notice improvements in endurance, strength, and recovery, and we wanted to know why. So in another university study, mice were given ASEA Redox and they ran on a treadmill. Now in only 7 days, the mice drinking ASEA could run 29% further to exhaustion. Now mice don't run 29% further for nothing. Something was going on. So further study revealed that there were huge metabolic shifts in the mice. They were burning 30% more fat as a source of fuel over simple muscle sugars. Now, of course, this is a much better source of fuel. And so now we have amateur athletes all the way to Olympic gold medalists experiencing the ASEA athletic advantage. Now, you've probably heard that seeing is believing. So what happens when we topically apply this technology to our skin? Introducing our redox signaling gel, Renew 28. Now, Dermatest, one of the top dermatological institutes in Europe, gave Renew 28 their coveted 5-star seal of excellence for 2 reasons. Number 1, the product is extremely safe, 0 levels of toxicity. Number 2, it is very effective. In a 4-week study, they documented a 20% or more improvement in the skin's elasticity, in tone and texture, as well as reduction in wrinkle depth. People also saw improvements in stretch marks, cellulite, and other signs of aging. And in a US-based study with Stevens and Associates, Renew 28 was shown to improve skin cell renewal rates by 16%, as well as skin blood flow rates by a whopping 49%, which by itself can have all sorts of amazing benefits. We also discovered that when you have an area in your body that hurts, when you apply Renew 28 gel 3 times in 5 minutes, over 90% of people noticed a significant reduction in their discomfort. Now you can learn a lot more about Renew 28 and see a lot more before and after photographs right here on this website. But what happens when you start to drink ASEA REDOX and use Renew 28 at the same time? Cellular health for the inside out and the outside in. Well, this is our friend Rosie, and you would be forgiven to think that we may have got the photos and the ages all mixed up, but when your cells can start to signal and communicate like they did when you were younger, you can start to look and feel like you did when you were younger. Although ASEA REDOX and the Renew 28 gel are the cornerstone of our redox signaling technology, we have expanded the range to include the intensive redox serum. This is a super concentrated version of the gel for those little trouble spots. And then more recently, the Redox Clay Mask, combining the Renew 28 gel with an ultra-pure bentonite clay, which is able to draw out the dirt and impurities from your skin, making it all the more ready for our powerful redox signaling molecules to go to work. And so these are our cell signaling products, but it's only one of 4 product divisions that we offer. We have a complete skincare system called Renew Advanced, high quality bioavailable nutritionals called ASEA Via, and more recently, fun functional beverages that address fatigue, brain fog, stress, as well as a vegan amino acid formula for helping your body build its own collagen. And these are our cell performance products. And so to summarize, I want you to think of your health a little bit like your home. Now you need the building blocks for your house, and you need the vitamins, the minerals, the trace minerals, etc. for your health. But what is your house sitting on? It's sitting on a foundation. And any cracks that start to appear in that foundation will soon start to appear in your home. The same is true with your health. Now, all of the latest science is very clear. The foundation to your health is redox signaling. Remember, signaling impacts every system, every organ, every function of your body. If your cells can't signal, then little else matters. So ASEA REDOX is the foundational health supplement that you can be taking to experience maximum health and vitality, to live younger, longer. Now, in closing, I would like to address correct expectations. With Renew 28, applying the gel twice a day, many people see significant improvements in their skin within the first 4 weeks. For a reduction in discomfort, it can be as fast as 5 minutes. But when it comes to ASEA REDOX, we've discovered that about 10% of people will notice something significant within 7 days, and that number goes up to 50% within 30 days, and all the way to 90% of people within 90 days. And so we really encourage you to give this technology a 90-day commitment. And we make it easy for you to get started by giving you a 30-day unconditional empty bottle money-back guarantee, so there is no risk when it comes to improving your health. Now, this presentation is brought to you by an independent ASEA associate and not ASEA the company. Also, this technology is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. This is Alan Noble thanking you for your time today, and bye for now.